Hi guys, and welcome back again.
Hey everybody,
Brother-in-law Hank again.
good to be back. I hope you're all safe, strong, and ready to rock and roll. That's what this is all
So
about.
are you ready for?
My pick?
Yes.
My pick?
Yes, right. We know it's gonna be rock.
Wow. Of course. What else? What are you expecting? Disco?
Probably something I
No.
never heard of.
You know what? Actually, I don't know if you've heard this song, but you've definitely heard the artist. And, you know, we're gonna do, well, okay, so it's tricky because it's a Jeff Beck song with
Who is
Rod.
Beck?
Jeff Beck is only the top 4th or 5th best guitarist in the history of music.
What band?
The Jeff, he started
Oh,
with
he's not in the band?
early on in the mid 60s. He played with a band called the Yardbirds, actually with Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin, and before that Eric Clapton had played in that band. Then he's had his own groups, the Jeff Beck group, and in the Jeff Beck group, this is 1967-68. He had a guy by the name of Rod Stewart singing for
I
him.
know, Rod.
Okay, so they did two albums together with the Jeff Beck group.
Really?
Yeah,
Two
yeah.
album with Rod Stewart?
Back in the late
Wow.
60s. So it's kind of known as a Rod Stewart song, but it's really a Jeff Beck
This
song.
is before Rod Stewart got big?
Yeah, this is before.
Okay.
This is what. Yeah, right. This
Okay.
was before he did
He
the was it
went-
the Faces? I think was his band in
Okay.
the late 60s, and then early 70s is when he started coming out with all those, you know, Tonight's the Night, and you know, all those crazy, even some disco stuff that he did. Do you think I'm? Was it?
Sexy.
Do you think I'm sexy? Had legs. I was just kind of. I have
I
a love and
like him.
I have a love and hate relationship with it because some of that stuff is like but he's also got some really good songs. So the song that we're gonna do is a song called "People Get Ready,"
Okay.
and again, it's a Jeff Beck song, but Rod Stewart sings in it.
Okay.
So
Let's go.
let's absolutely do this.
Is that Jeff?
That's Jeff. Have you heard this?
Maybe when he starts singing, maybe I'll know the song.
People get ready. There's a train a
Why is
coming.
he look
You
surprised?
don't need no baggage. You just get on board. All you need is faith to hear that diesel's coming. Don't need no ticket. You just thank the Lord. People get ready for the train to Jordan, picking up passengers from coast to coast. Faith is the key, open the doors and bottom. There's no room for all amongst the kingdom's throne. Yeah.
It's a nice song.
Yeah.
for the whole sinner who will hurt all mankind just to save his own. Have pity on those whose chances grow thinner, for there's no hiding place from the kingdom's throne. So people get ready for the train a-coming. You don't need no ticket, you just get on board. But you do need some faith to hear the diesels humming. Don't need no baggage, you just thank the Lord. I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready. This time I'm ready. Yeah. This time I'm ready.
The bass player.
The girl?
The bass player?
It's a girl.
The girl, yeah, yeah. At the time she was 23 or 24. She's from Australia. Her name is Tal Wilkenfeld. She's like an incredible kick-ass freaking... I mean, at 23 to be playing with a guy, a legend like Jeff Beck, you know you gotta be good. You know, she's really, really, really... And she's played with a lot of people. I mean, a lot, you know, famous Mick Jagger and, you know, bands. Just so many bands. She is so good. Now she's, I think, 32, 33 now, something like that. But she's an incredible bass player. But anyway, yeah, they had this was done in 1985. This concert is 2009.
Right.
But in the song it's
because he looks older. So
right.
it can't
But
be
the song
back in
itself, they did it in 1985.
Okay.
And you know, before that, they have been together in the band in, like I said, 1967, 68. So I think it's sort of like a love-hate relationship. These two, they're friends. They do a couple of songs together, then they don't talk for 20 years.
Oh,
then they get back together, do you know, like that. But they're both, I mean, great, you know, great musicians. The song itself was written by a guy named Curtis Mayfield in 1965, I believe, for a band called The Impressions. But the original song is very gospel, and you can see by the lyrics, you know, people get ready, there's a train coming in. It's a gospel song, and you know, he does a more sort of a blues rock, you know, really nice guitar work on it, and you know, Rod Stewart's voice is like perfect for the song.
He has a good voice.
He does. He's
He's
got some great songs, but he also has, to me, some kind of songs that were like that, really rock, you know, the whole disco face thing.
Not really
and
rock.
right,
His songs,
right. But he's got some earlier, you know, rockier songs, and I saw Rod Stewart maybe about 10 years ago here in Hollywood, and all I remember saying is, as long as he does People Get Ready, I'm happy. And what I remember was the funny thing about that was, you know, he does a couple of songs and then he starts talking and he goes, well, here's a song that a friend of mine named Jeff Beck and I did. And the moment he said that, everybody knew, or at least the rockers knew that that's it. So everybody just went nuts before he even finished saying what it was, because a lot of people were like me, they were waiting for him to do this song. So it was really, really cool. And he puts on a great show, actually, Rod Stewart.
Yeah, he looks like he would, though. He has very, like, he still has a lot of energy.
He does. It's like what, in the 70s, and
Yeah.
he's still, and he
Still.
was early on. I think he was a soccer player or dreamed to
he
be a
was
soccer player.
player.
So what he does at every concert is he'll start kicking soccer balls,
Ah.
and he kicked, I don't know, maybe 20 soccer balls into the audience. None came close to where we were, but that's a tradition he always does. But anyway, cool show and great song. I mean, I love
That's
this
a good
song.
pick.
Yeah. And the studio version, which is originally what I wanted to do, but unfortunately it got blocked. It's even nicer to me musically because the guitar is much nicer on the studio version than here. He kind of does a little bit different, which is still great. I mean, you can get the feel of it, but just it's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song all around. So, and yeah, that's it. I mean, Jeff Beck is one of the greats.
He's good. Good guitarist.
Yeah, when Brian Jones of the Rolling Stones, he died in 1969. He was one of the original founding members. Right, he died in '69 at the age of 27. The Rolling Stones wanted him to be part of the Rolling Stones. When Pink Floyd got rid of Sid Barrett in 1967, I think, because Sid Barrett had all these kinds of drug problems. Also, original founding member. Pink Floyd wanted him, but the drummer Nick Mason said in an interview that they were afraid to ask him because it was like, he's not going to join our band, So he could have been a member of Pink Floyd. I mean, it was just, that's how great the guy is, that all these bands, wanted him. But he's played with all the best, of course, with Jimmy Page, with Clapton. I mean, he's always mentioned as top 4 or 5 guitarists of all time. So
Well,
he's the man.
That's good.
He's the man.
Good, very good. I want to do some more Rod Stewart, especially the faster songs.
That your hot legs and do you think I'm
Yes.
well, do it on a
Love
day
to
when
do it.
do it on a day when I'm not here, please.
No, you gotta come with me. I
no.
go with you down this,
Well, but
long
I've
thing.
gone with you with other things, but that.
What other thing? I did not. No.
Okay, all right.
You have to.
We'll keep it peaceful. Keep it
Get on
amicable.
board.
Boom. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I love Stewart. I love Jeff Beck, of course. Great
Yep.
song. Beautiful gospel turned blues
Yep.
rock song. And actually, just as it just comes to mind, even Bob Marley does a version of this song. That one love, one heart, let's get together. That song is called One Love, People Get Ready. He takes a couple of verses from this song and incorporates it into his own song. So
Good.
yeah. And a bunch of people have done it also, the actual song. But so it just came to my mind as we're talking that Marley also did a version of this song. It's reggae style, of course. But
Well,
anyway.
I hope you guys like that.
yeah.
Make sure you like, subscribe, you comment below.
Absolutely. What she said.
We'll see you again in the next video.
Take care, everybody.
Be
Stay safe.
Bye.
See you next time.